Time for a little barefoot style unboxing. Today we got Ahinsa shoes. I think the A is silent. I don't think it's Ahinsa, I think it's Ahinsa. So who is Ahinsa? I don't really know, to be honest. I think they're a barefoot shoe company. And so let's go to their website and see our story on here. Without these people, Ahinsa, is it Ahinsa or Ahinsa? Anybody that has a crazy name with silent letters, their branding should just be how to phonetically say their name. Without these people, Ahinsa shoes would have never existed. Vishwaguru Parahans Swami Maheshwaranda, a master of yoga. His teachings on love and nonviolence are based on traditional Eastern wisdom, but adapted to today's way of life. He is the founder of the Yoga in Daily Life system, which links Eastern traditions and the knowledge of Western physicians and physiotherapists. Okay, so these are the people that have helped do it. So physiotherapist, a yoga guy, Nina Klempera, Luca's parents, Luca. As a physician, Luca used to teach people how to walk healthily, but what was the use? As soon as the therapy ended, they slipped back into their shoes that were constricting and hindered them in their natural movement. That's why he set out to find better footwear for himself. Okay, so who is Ahinsa? After I kind of scanned through their stuff, well, it's a very combining Eastern philosophy, Western podiatry, and physiology. How do they say it? Physiotherapy. And Luca, I'm assuming, who's maybe the guy that started this brand, was helping people with their walking and footwear, and he just noticed there was a huge problem with footwear, like a lot of people have, where they're just such tight toe boxes and nobody could actually improve the health of their feet when you're constantly jamming your feet in super tight shoes, especially if you got foot problems. So it looked like they went out to make a better shoe to not only be healthy and high quality and cruelty free to people and animals, but also better for your health. So here's the thing. There's probably not leather in here. That's fine. We'll see what's what. Not every fake leather is bad. They say they use ethical materials that can handle millions of steps. They have their strict criteria of high durability, comfort, and ethical production. That is about as much as I could gather from their website. So let's see what they've got. Let's see what they can come up with for shoes or boots. I think these are boots. I don't actually know. Okay, we got, I forgot to tell you what knife I was using. It's this little Kershaw. This thing still scares me to death. I'm always afraid I'm gonna chop one of my fingers off. These from Blade HQ. If you want a pair of these, you probably ought to buy a pair of these if you lose knives as much as I do. But if you want one of these, check them out below from Blade HQ. So, what do we got? We got 3 boxes, looks like. I like these barefoot brands because they're really young brands, they're new brands, they're startups, they're trying to do things different, combining some of that old school with the new school. So I like their stuff. Don't know how I feel about not using any leather, but let's see what's what. So first, let's do smallest box first. What is this? This is this sneaker Pura 2 foot, white with black Eagle 44. What? Black Eagle? Maybe the translation. Oh, nice. Actually, it's better looking leather, fake leather, than I thought it was gonna look. Because it is fake leather, I think. Or is it real leather? I can't tell. That's why fake leather is so tough sometimes to see what's what. I'm just gonna cut a little sliver out of this and see if we can see the grain or if it's, I swear that's leather. Because it's even like a little bit blued on the inside. But there's only one way to find out. It's to burn it before we can get to the review. Well, leather does not melt, so that is fake leather. That is a convincing fake leather. Wow. I don't think I would have noticed it was fake leather until we burned it, or if I hadn't read that it was cruelty free, I don't know if I would even notice that it was fake leather. I would still way rather have real leather. It's kind of cool. It comes with these little Ahinsa insoles, fake leather with a kind of an open cell foam, and very, very basic, very minimal shoe. Not much to it in the true barefoot style, you know, just basically just a thin outsole. Just throw one of those in there, gives you a little extra squish, but very, very barefoot. Super wide. These things are crazy. all these barefoot boots and shoes are really, really wide. Okay, so now we know what they do for shoes. Let's check out some of these other boxes. They've got a boot in there. Shoe next smallest. The unmarked box. Ooh, there's some boots. Oh, these are so thin. Look how thin those soles are. Like I say, like if I don't say this in every single one of these barefoot videos, people are like, start getting so upset. Some people like to have nothing underneath their foot but a really thin piece of leather or rubber. I just don't as much. I like to have a little squish underfoot. So keep that in mind, personal preference. For me, I like to have more material under my foot, but the people that are looking for literally nothing underneath their foot, that's about as minimal as you get. It's a little padded collar top. Not bad looking, very, very minimal. Okay, let's see what this last one is. This is the Hiker Foot Trek Shoe Black. Okay, this is a little more aggressive. It's more what I'm talking about. You know, some people like this, super soft, nothing underneath your foot at all. I just need a little bit extra. I need a little grip. I need a little bit of durability. And that's what looks like what this one is. You can see there's a Vibram outsole, pretty aggressive lugs, probably like 4 or 5 millimeters. You've got like what looks to be like a rubber foxing that wraps all the way around, probably to help seal that outsole on better. And then, is it real leather? It is not. Nice wide toe box. It's got this little wing here to help lock in that heel, suck your foot in there a little bit better. Yeah, this is a lot more up my alley. Like if I was actually gonna buy like a barefoot hiking style shoe, this is what I would do. The other two, obviously this is not much of a hiking shoe, and the other is a shoe. But it's cool to see one of these barefoot companies that's very eco-friendly and very anti-cruelty making a pretty aggressive looking boot. So let's try this thing on and see how it fits and how it feels. Because it's still super, there's hardly anything to it. There's barely any cushioning, so it's still very barefoot. And I guess we didn't even talk about, like, a big part of the reason we're doing this is because we've got the African Troopers coming out soon, and the collaborations are really fun. They're probably my most favorite thing to do right now, but the goal with them is not to be the only ones, be like, no, never buy anyone else's barefoot boots, only buy my collaboration with Jim Green. That's not the intent. You know, the intent is to make some really cool stuff and make some stuff that nobody's made before while still showing you other options and giving you and these brands some room on the channel so that, because yeah, it's just not the goal. The goal is not to try to become a boot brand. The goal is to make cool boots and inform consumers and show people these smaller brands that are making a difference and trying new stuff, whether it's no leather on like a really fairly aggressive barefoot hiking shoe or whatever it happens to be. So that's kind of why we're covering some of these small up and coming brands, because I love it. So let's see it's like putting a glove on your foot. Okay, how do they feel? The toe box is so big. I never need this much toe box, because you can see, like if I kind of scoot my foot to one side, you know, like I usually have like an extra half an inch or an inch of room because they're so stinking wide. But that's why people love these, because they're so wide. So definitely a barefoot shoe. There's no way around it. Like it just looks like a barefoot shoe. And it has that barefoot feel to it. You know, very minimal stuff between you and the ground. So for a barefoot style, true barefoot style, that doesn't have any leather, it does look like it's a pretty decent boot or shoe. So we'll see when we get it cut in half in the main channel, but I just wanted to do these unboxings, so get some initial impressions. It's fun and easy content to do, kind of gives me some time to look into the brand and some of their website stuff and try them on and start getting a feel for them. So thank you for watching this, and if you want a pair of these, check them out via links in the description, and be ready for the cut in half. We're probably going to cut this one. That's another part of these videos, is it allows me to see which one of these I think is going to be best to be cut in half, because this obviously is less of an actual boot, more of like maybe a stylish boot. This is a lot more of like an actual hiking trail style boot. So I'm curious how well it's actually built, how they use this foxing, and if there's anything more underneath your foot than just this rubber outsole. So That's Ahinsa shoes. Thanks for watching. See ya.